Hello everyone, hope you are all doing well. Today I have another one-on-one for you guys. Today I am going to be joined by my friend Hyper, and we are probably going to be playing another Around the World. We'll see how long it goes. I know I have enough time. I don't know if he has enough time to play a full 26 games or not. But yeah, it's pretty exciting. And right now I'm just kind of waiting for him to join. Should be here like any second or so. Uh, but I did want to say thank you to all of the support that I have been getting within the past like few weeks or so. Uh, a while ago when I started this channel, I didn't really have much people watching, but it's nice to see that I get around like 50 plus views or so on videos. Pretty cool. Uh, Doing my best to promote the game in any way possible. Um, but yeah, so he's here now. So I just want to say thank you all for that. And I'm probably going to keep doing them on like the standard sort of like comp setups, which is on I have the SMC folder. Uh, so probably going to start from aquarium, go all the way to veranda, and we'll see how far we get and how good it goes. Um, we do have a little bit of a I think yeah, we have a little bit of a I think normally the aquarium is like 21 guests, but I think this one has 20, so little less guests on aquarium. I know the Winter Cup setup just had 18, so but we'll see how it goes. All right, do our customary good luck, have fun, and we are going to be set. All right, as usual, I'm gonna look for an early bug. I have the shark down here. He's pathing towards this conversation, but general takes his spot, so can't really do much there. Uh, I never really worried too much about etiquette in the beginning of the game. He's probably just watching bug right now. We're gonna talk and just walk away. And I know I mentioned this like a couple times, but the main point of doing this is to kind of save pace. Obviously, that would be an etiquette break if you saw it. However, it does not look like he saw it, so we could just play as normal. Okay, Twin is gonna go to statues, and I'm kind of in favor of just going to statues with him and just getting this out of the way. And this automatically is kind of going to set up our plan for the late game, so we're probably going to end up doing statues. But we still need another mission, and maybe we could think about doing a swap. Depending on where Blink Twin goes, we can kind of make that decision, but we're just chilling right now. He goes to Bookcase, which is kind of a bad spot. Um, I was hoping that he would go to maybe the DA conversation, but he didn't. So we're going to. And we also have Top Shark. Um, I don't really have any plans to Purloin at the moment. Maybe Purloin's a little strong, but I don't see a need to really like do it at the moment. If Blink Twin goes to another statue set, I'm gonna follow him. All right, here we go. All right, so the plan is to swap here and instantly go back into conversation for a banana bread. So we're gonna try and green swap here, which we don't hit. So now we gotta hope that he doesn't have the statues memorized, otherwise we're probably just dead. And our main goal is just to go into this conversation right away and beep beep, but of course he leaves. Oh, but he gets redirected by wheels. All right, so we're just gonna immediately BB,
Banana bread.
and that's mission countdown. So hopefully I don't get shot. Yeah, the plan is to get into mission countdown as soon as possible after you may think you might be dead for something. But I actually died because I think you noticed it at the last second. So nice shot. Um, I definitely agree with my plan there. I think that he's just on top of it. So yeah, so tell him nice shot. And let's see what it looked like. I probably could have done better. I probably could have ran into the shark, in all honesty, but I don't know. At that point, I didn't think I was really a suspect, and if I wasn't dead for the swap already, I wasn't going to die. So I didn't feel the need to do anything fancy, like walk through the middle of the conversation and go hide myself behind the shark. But overall, nicely played by him. I feel like, pretty decent game by me. So I also don't know if I was flirt paired at all either. So, all right. So sniper mode now. So we have new. Well, this is a really easy statue set to memorize. Whiterus does not have bug. Okay, Hydra. So all the statues match. I have to credit these two with... Nah, I'm not going to credit him with the bug. All right, so books. I need to watch books right now. I'm going to watch Plain Twin, and I'm going to watch Red Dress. There's a briefcase down, so we're going to be paying attention to that. That's where Buns is going right now, I'm assuming. We're going to highlight Tex because he could have easily had a bug behind the shark. And Teal is the only person, I believe, who has a delegate. And we'll just say that it expires at 20, at 220. Okay, so white, green, Seek. We'll say white, green, Seek at 250, or at 150. Okay, Buns, I was watching a little bit. I didn't see anything fishy, so I'm not going to freak out too much about that. Okay, he has the fifth no, yeah, the fifth statue. Because 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, there's a BB. So now the only delegate left is Seek. And the other delegate from Teal already expires, so now it's just Seek, who is going to expire here in like 50 seconds or so. Salmon's in the spy spot. I always hate when people go to this front window, because it just seems so spy-like to me. Not necessarily spy-like, but... Okay, Bling Twin's on the right side now. I don't have to worry about him yet. Plain Twin was the one that was at the blue bookcase, so... Okay, so Red Dress takes. And Seek's delegate's probably going to route here anyway. Okay, Kane's going to return the book correctly. So only Red Dress now has a delegate. Duke's path looked a little interesting there. Just highlighting for statues here. Kane returned correctly, and I have a lot of faith in that, so... I'm like 99% sure that was a bug. Yeah, I think it was a bug. Oh, but it didn't take. Yeah, so I barely just was able to catch it on the shark, and so the reason why is because so here's what I was doing. So before the shark came, I noticed there's not really not much activity near like the party. So I'm like the only threat right now is Salmon if he puts down the statue and doesn't go for a second cycle, and so he puts it down, and so I immediately need to reposition myself for the shark. And the replay doesn't show where the shark was in my game, but you can kind of see Salmon's head turn a little bit. I don't see the arm because the shark is still covering it, but very nice attempt, and that could have been very lethal if it was just a second sooner. Maybe you could have broken animation to like do a bug sooner, but it's sad that it didn't take. But I think he walked at just the wrong time. Yeah, it's also funny when like AI walk like right next to each other. I think it's interesting. So I was a little, weirded out by that for Salmon. Not completely like suspicious or anything, but just a little thing I tend to notice that a lot of AI don't typically like to do because they'll get redirected or whatever. So yeah, great aquarium set. I feel like, two very good games that just, kind of got caught. But now we have balcony, which used to be my least favorite venue, and I don't think it is anymore. All right, so I spawn in conversation here, which is kind of boring. Maybe he credits Alice for a. Okay, Alice could be credited here for a bug. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to instantly BB.
Banana bread.
All right, there we go. So I BB. Yeah. All right, that one. So that was an actual frame attempt that I tried to do, and it looks so much like a spy trying to finish missions early. So Alice took a bug path near the ambassador, immediately talked so that she could try to cover up the arm. And yeah, so Hyper didn't actually see it, so he had to credit it. And it's a fair shot. I mean, the shot makes sense. Uh, it's not like I'm like, oh yeah, that was a reasonable shot. It was a good shot. If you weren't watching the bug, which he wasn't. Yeah. So yet again, this is kind of like my whole. I like to bug a lot, so I do stupid things at the beginning of the game, and for him it was a pattern recognition thing where like, oh, he saw Alice walk by Ambassador, instantly talk, and then BB with not every single person in the conversation. It looked like a spy finish. So totally reasonable. But alas. uh, okay. All right. So usual strategy. I like to highlight people around 45 seconds or so, 145 to 35. Seek looked pretty AI like there.
Banana bread.
Although there's still no one talking. Okay, except Irish now, who is a low light, so. Okay, well, there's not really much for me to watch. Okay, so Wheels talks at around 35. So we'll watch us talking at 50, Seek at 30, but he was pretty AI-like, and now White Dress. And now I won't highlight anyone else, because now it's already kind of getting a little tricky for the spy to finish if he is Red Dress. So we're gonna watch the next talks again around 50, unless someone moves. Okay, and White Dress does so. Okay, Wheels could be flirting with Irish, but it's not likely because he wasn't really next to her. So okay, Red Dress and Plain Twin were next to each other. But Plain doesn't have a single flirt yet, so I'm not worried about him. Red Dress could maybe, but I don't think his thing would have reset yet. So Plain a little low on time here if he is the spy. Okay, I'm gonna low light you. White Dress is talking again, but she's far away from everybody, which means I'm not really worried about her talk here. So I'm gonna low light her as well. And Seek actually leaves conversation here. And okay, yeah, White Dress doesn't go next to anybody. 1,000, 2 1,000, 3 1,000, and Seek leaves. And yet again, isn't flirting or anything. Red Dress isn't flirting either. Okay, there's no flirting for Red Dress to do here. I don't think the spy's finishing. I don't have any much mission progress. Yep. Yeah, and it was, yeah, okay. It was actually Plain Twin. And this makes sense. Like I said, his first flirt could have been at Windows, which it probably wasn't. Or no, he actually talked in conversation. I missed it, but um, yeah. Either way, I mean, his first flirt would have started around like the 57-second mark and just very slow. And no other AI really seemed like they were really finishing missions. They were kind of just moving about aimlessly. It just didn't make sense. And I was watching for a talk before maybe 10 seconds, but no talk ever came really. And wheels didn't bug. There's no time ad, so just gonna be a timeout. So pretty reasonable hold there. I was gonna go for a bug there, but I'm gonna yet again flirt and walk away because he's probably gonna be watching Ambassador. And we're going to do something a little similar to last game where I want to pick up like one side inspect. I'm going to get highlight for this. Or not. Am I not going to get highlight? Okay, this is good rush. Okay, I'm already seeing rush potential. If I green test if I green flirt with Alice here, I could BB and then Purloin. Okay, and I can.
Banana bread.
So this is definitely a good rush game. Although now I'm probably dead for this Purloin. I wish it was green, but it's not. Okay, but 3 seconds though. He needs to shoot now, but he doesn't. Okay, so yeah, so I think the swap was not seen, luckily. The swap was not seen, but the venom from this game comes from the two flirt that I did. So hitting two green flirts is really helpful for your pacing. He needed to shoot after the Purloin. There needed to be a shot there. I'm pretty sure. I don't know if General rejected or not. If General had a reject, then he should have at least it should have at least been a 50-50 shot. Um, but yeah, so we break etiquette to get some extra pace there, and it just was nice for a rush because I hit the first green test, go to the statue. I saw that the double agent and my flirt target were in the same sort of conversation, and so I was like, okay, I'm just gonna go back to that conversation. Contact flirt's done, swap screen pending, and then Purloin, and then that's already 4 missions. So, and we did hit the 2 green flirt, which was huge. So we have AHA, Queen maybe with a flirt there. And then I think Kane has the first reject, and then AHH on the left. Okay, Seek puts the book back, and Duke takes the green book out. Okay, good. Ambassador rejects. Smallman slides the bookcase so we can low like that. I talked about this in one of my pathing videos. Okay, I like Teal's bounce there. Same thing, I talked about that in one of my videos about pathing. I don't really know what that was, so I'm going to highlight it. Okay, red dress rejects. And so now the chain's two people long. It's red dress and queen. Okay, now it's three people long. Okay, okay, etiquette from Duke there. Nothing great. Okay, I think that's Alice. Okay, now it's Cesari. Hopefully she takes, make my life a little easier. Okay, she does. And there's no Perlin. Perfect. Duke returns correctly. Rocker doesn't seem to be up to no good. Seek didn't swap the center statue. I don't know which statue's Buns went to, so we'll just credit her for an inspect. That looks pretty good from Salmon. I'm almost willing to lowlight that in all honesty. Okay. Things are going pretty good this game, I think. Seek goes back to center, and still going to watch some swap shenanigans here. Powerline's still there. That looked not great from Seek, but I could see that just being a low-lightable bump. Okay, I'm going to watch who takes that briefcase. I'm going to watch Rocker for a bug here. Twin takes a drink. Okay, maybe Buns could have bugged there. I don't know, though. Okay, now Seek I'm going to low-light him. Because that was definitely a bump. And it's his third inspect.
Banana bread.
Okay, yeah. Two lowlights. Kane's probably a lowlight there, but it's fine. We're not going to lowlight Duke just yet. So far, I don't have any mission progress here. So something tells me there's going to be a burst in activity, and as of right now, there's not. So the spy is likely to be, doing something very soon. Salmon. Okay, so Salmon I gotta watch because he could. Salmon could microfilm here, so I have to watch it. This was this was actually so I'll explain my shot here real quickly, and then I'll go through like the game. So this was an attempt. So this is illegal. You can't pick up the briefcase when it's right next to the ambassador. That's illegal. You can't do that. So that's what I shot for. I noticed it and I was like, that doesn't seem right. So just dead. And then ambassador got bugged somewhere. So let's see where that happened. Was it right here? Yeah, I figured. Okay, so yeah, bug. So the ambassador got bugged there. I was watching for it, but I was not able to find it. And where was the first print? Nice. I really like that he held case here instead of just returning it. Or he was gonna. Yeah, if it was me, I wouldn't have even like returned case. I would have just held it there, hoping that like I missed something. But yeah, good game plan though. I really like the plan there. It's just I luckily got to see that like last little pickup because I was watching Salmon. So it's funny that I even sussed out the bug like, but I never actually like saw it. Oh, I'm gonna bug the ambassador here. I want him to look at the other side. He's not looking at the other side though. So I could have swapped. Yeah, I don't know what he thinks about this. Maybe he sussed a Smallman though, because Smallman does have a reject. So if he's on top of the reject, which I think he is, because he hasn't really been looking at much else, he should be. It should be down to just two people now. So it should be down to me and Smallman here. Yeah. So, so yeah, that kind of confirms me that like he's not on top of it. I thought that it was down to at least two. So worst case, it was down to two if he missed the actual fade, which I did kind of suspect. But yeah. So I don't think he's on top of this at all. So that means that I can probably just banana bread here and maybe force a shot.
Banana bread.
We'll see what he does. Statue seems a little bit too risky, so for what I'm going to do is I'm going to probably just bug at the end of the game if no one else ends up getting shot. Yeah, I hate the idea of bugging, or I mean, of inspecting here. It just feels way too risky. He could also be on top of it at least a little bit. I wouldn't discount that. But yeah, the plan is to just go for a bug at some point. Hopefully I get a good opportunity. Or I could even cheese a swap at some point. I could even cheese a swap, so... if Ambassador goes to the other side of the venue, I could get a chance to swap if he goes where Toby is right now. Because now he doesn't have to watch Toby anymore, so if Ambassador goes to like the side opposite of statues, I could bug, but no, sorry, ends up getting shot. And this is what happens when you're not on top of things early on, is that paranoia can kind of seep in. And you see one little thing, it happens to me all the time, you see one little thing and then it causes you to shoot. And yeah. So I want to know what he was watching the early game. Because let's see. Okay, he did actually end up getting a look at both sides. I didn't think he did. Was looking at statues, missed the purloin. So yeah, so I think, when he was highlighting for statues, I think he missed my purloin. And so I got kind of lucky there. But Smallman was also in the chain, so worst case, he misses the fade, but he knows that it went when I took it. At least he has it down to two, and I can maybe try and frame Smallman in some way and weasel my way out of it. But we don't need to really worry about that because we didn't get there. Okay, so Puff and Mask, so HBBH, so Puff Mask. Heal takes the first one. Probably not gonna. Chances are, if someone is thinking is like actually taking time to like take a drink or like to reject a drink from Toby, it's not the spy. Like purloining early, because if a spy wants to, they'll go really quick. Like when a spy wants to purloin, they're gonna go really quick. Okay, so there was a swap, and unless I am missing something very egregious, it's already down to my highlights. But it's not Irish or sorry. It has to be general, I think, because this is kind of a rare situation where like I'm not completely on top of this. I think so. Okay, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, that looks pretty AI like. So here's the thing. Yeah, that looks really AI like from Alice too. I think it's just general here, but we're gonna wait for him to do like one more egregious thing for me to shoot him, and maybe just watch our lowlights a little bit. So we obviously memorized statues at the beginning, so kudos to us. We have it down to our lowlights at the very least. Let's see. So yeah, he's taking a fingerprint, not sus in itself. I have a lot of time to wait, so I'm not gonna worry about that. Return seems kind of fast though. Let's watch his path around the statue. Very spy-like path.
Banana bread.
And I think I just shoot him. So yeah, I was just making sure. Sometimes like if you think you catch something, in casuals you just want to take a shot and take like a flex shot because you caught like a quick time out or something, you can. But typically like if you're playing seriously and you want to actually sort of like double check and confirm that it actually is the spy, you can just wait for them to do more stuff. You don't have to shoot them for the first thing that they do early game. You can always wait if you're kind of at least a little bit on top of their mission count. And I was on top of generals there. I mostly has inspect and swap and nothing else. There's no way he could have had flirt done that early. So we're gonna purloin here, which is perfect. There's no way he's gonna be on top of this. We're just gonna walk away. And we're gonna set ourselves up near the ambassador because when he sees the purloin is gone, we are gonna bug right now because he shouldn't be watching this. He'll probably be like sort of contemplating where like the swap or where the purloin went. I don't know if that was a low light onto me or not. I was contemplating playing it slower, but there's no need to play it slow when you can just kind of keep the pressure on your opponent. And this is kind of what I'm doing. I'm just consistently doing stuff early and fast, and really testing his ability to like hold stuff down early game. And sometimes this is all you need to have a good spy game. Most of the time, the burden is up to the sniper to prove that they know what's happening in the party, and it's not up to you. So, you just can do stuff and hope that you don't get shot, because it is ultimately up to them whether or not they're on top of it. But if you notice the laser, I'm not really being looked at too heavily here. Even if I am, I'm just going to sit here unless Blinking leaves, so I can go for my flirt. And the DA is in conversation as well, so have a very clear plan. If I get another green flirt here, I'm just going to walk into their conversation, BB. In the meantime, I could get I could provoke another civ shot, very possible. All right, so after I'm done talking here, I'm probably going to leave and go into the BB conversation. I have 3 missions done. I only need 1 more. And we're going to go right now. It doesn't feel like I'm being watched here, which means I really want to say that I got away with this, but okay, and the double agent leaves, which is okay. I figured, after that sip, there's a chance, but we're still fine. I mean, there's no need to rush. There's no need to rush here. We're just gonna chill. We have 2 whole minutes, and we took care of all of our pacing issues that we would have had this game at the beginning. We don't have to do any other hard tell unless, maybe we have to do like a microphone at the end of the game, in which case I'll sit here unless. And there we go, we get a civ shot. So it doesn't matter. I'm sure Smallman was a little sus for doing something else, or he, did statue to statue. I wasn't really watching. At that point in the game, there's no point in watching for frame targets, but. So he went to the front statues. Yeah, so Smallman, I mean, totally understandable shot. Smallman had inspects. And it doesn't look like that Smallman actually had like a swap there, but it is possible that Smallman could be done with missions because Perlin's already gone. That's inspects now, and it's not hard to credit a bug at all as if a Smallman's in the game. So definitely don't blame him for that. This is what happens when you put pressure on your opponents early on, though. So hopefully this is teaching the importance of just pacing in general. Really great pacing goes a long way. And it just causes this whole ripple effect because, the sniper's more jumpy because he knows you have a tendency to finish missions early on. And I actually realized I just missed a purloin, so we're going to low light everybody in the front there. Queen and red dress couldn't have been. So we got a lot of good low lights for this purloin. Unfortunately, as I'm talking about, putting the pressure on your opponent, Hyper is doing the same to me, which you love to see. A lot of the times, people can be a little bit scared to do things on the spy side, so it's nice to see that Hyper is sort of going very quickly. But we don't have to worry about anything just quite yet.
Banana bread.
There is a BB, which gives us a lot more lowlights, and I completely trust every single lowlight I have now, so now I have the party down to 6 people. Sorry is interesting because Sorry, I noticed her walking towards the front of the venue after the Perlin had gone off. So Sorry might be my top sus for this, but she's not like, it's not insurmountable. Like I'm like, oh yeah, she needs to die right now. Rocker's movement looked a lot like an AI there, so I don't think I mind it there. Now that I think about it, I think Plainton was actually the one that took the white purloin. Okay, that was really AI-like from. I don't know if General had to book this entire time. Okay, this could easily be some sort of a swap finish, so I need to watch Sorry. Rocker is not that sus to me anymore. Her movements looks really AI-like. Okay, Sorry does not swap, but it could still be a green swap, so we need to still watch it. Ooh, but I don't know. Rocker's movement kind of looked a little ugly there. And Sorry actually just slid, so I think it's probably just Rocker. And if you notice, we have the party down to 3 people, but I think it is Rocker, or 4 people, sorry. But let's watch Plane Twin's path. Looks fine. I mean, pretty straight, so. I think Rocker still needs one more mission, and if General had that book for a long time, then that means he's automatically not our guy. And so I think I have it down to 3 people here, but I have to keep watching things to make sure nothing gets passed. Let's watch if Plane Twin slides. He does not. So, I don't know. There's a lot of susses I have right now, but Plane Twin is still sus to me. That looked like an artificial slide from Alice. I don't know. I need to watch Alice though, so I also wasn't watching Bug there. Okay. I think no, it's not general. That was too clean. I think we're okay. Yeah, Rocker's gonna go for a bug here, but she should have went a little bit earlier. Oh, and actually, yeah, I missed it. Queen. Yeah, I actually missed the Celestia. So was it a Purloin before she took a book at the case? Yes, it was. Ooh, I actually missed this. Wow, nice. Very nice. So I don't know if I covered it last time, but sometimes that the spy will take a purloin before they take a book or take a statue, and it's very lethal because if you're not completely watching purloin and you're not watching Toby's movements, you need to be very careful. And so purloin's done, and I low at her because I thought, oh, she's at the bookcase, she couldn't have purloined, but I couldn't be more wrong. I could not be more wrong because she already did purloin. So very nice play there. And I was not on top of anything at all. I missed. I didn't know. I didn't see the other mission. I'll look after this high rise game. We'll see what happened there, just so I could like review it. But very nice. We're gonna time ad here because who two time ads on high rise? All right. Now I'm gonna now walk away. He's probably watching Purloin here. A lot of people on both sides of the venue means that you can kind of get away with doing something. And Ambassador's still on that other side, which means that we're going to have to watch some timing things here. Rocker's going to walk past him, and then so is White Dress. So I guarantee that the Ambassador is being watched there. Okay, wait. And now I'm going to take a Purloin because Wheels... Oh, but now he comes back to this conversation over here. And we're going to Purloin here because... We're going to Purloin because the Ambassador's walking, and he was watching his path over there. Now I take this contact. Okay, good. Sorry, rejects there. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a drink. And what this is going to do is it's going to reset the chain. And because the list isn't going to go here, but now in his mind, if he saw me take a drink, it's going to reset the chain. So if White Dress takes a drink here and he's not on top of the fade, I'm going to probably get White Dress shot here. And that actually looked like a little bit like a White test. So White Dress could get shot here. Oh no, but I think he's on top of it. Because I think I just got highlit. So it should be down to 2 people now. So it's very nice. And I might be very, very suspicious here. I don't know. White Dress looks a little suspicious though. And but he sees that White Dress has a drink, so I don't think White Dress is gonna get shot here. But he really wants to, you can see by the laser. Really wants to shoot her here. Okay, we need to switch convos because now that Rocker's not getting shot, I need to actually flirt. But we can't be too quick about it because if we are, I could get a little bit more suspicion. So we're going to flirt now. We still have more than enough time. And now White Dress is leaving. So if she goes to center inspect, she's dead, probably. But no, she's going to Windows. So that timeout earlier is actually saving us here. I have to assume that it's just down to me in White Dress, but you never know. Okay, White Dress is going into the other conversation. I don't want to join White Dress at Blue Books because she'll probably take up a lot of the attention. Okay, we're gonna switch. We're just gonna go to Windows here. We're not gonna do anything fancy. We kind of have to play it cool because I don't know how sus I am. But now we're gonna go to the Blue Bookcase so I could flirt with Rocker or White Dress. I mean. Okay, 71%. And am I dead here? Am I dead? Is he gonna shoot me for this? Yes. So he takes a shot thinking that I might have finished flirt. Nice. Tell him nice. So I think he shoots me here because he thinks I'm finishing flirt. Very nice shot, by the way. He doesn't know. He probably wasn't tracking my first flirt at the beginning. So, very nice shot here. There's no reason not to take the shot if you're not suspicious of me finishing flirt, because Perlin's already gone and BB's already gone off. So it is a correct shot, and it is also a correct shot in the fact that I was also the spy. So, yeah, very nice. And yeah, I know I have no words. He was on top of my Perlin, so my little trick didn't get him. So, uh, unfortunate that it didn't work out. So far he's beating me with his tricks more than I am. So, all right, fingerprint's the only one that's not on. So everything else we have to watch. Ambassador goes, oh my gosh, to the best possible space. So let's watch Purloin here. So we have sheep at the beginning. So sheep and laugh. And no Purloin's gone off yet. White dress in general are flirting. I'm watching Wheels here, by the way. Seems like he was there for a pretty long time, but could just be coincidence. I wasn't really watching Purloin in that time, but I'm not too worried. Looked like some nice bounces there. Okay. I like Disney. Goes to the fingerprint statue, but fingerprints, of course, are off. This is a pretty long chain, so I hope Purloin's not going to go off here, because if it does, I will be lost. Okay, so we have Buns. Okay. We're going to watch Disney in case he bugs, but she does not. Oh, oops. I don't know who I just highlight there. I think I highlight Tex, so we're going to low light him again. Or neutral light him. Okay, Seek rejects, and it goes to White Dress.
Banana bread.
Could have been a split from Tex there. White Dress now has a reject. Okay, this could be a really ugly 50-50 if this Purloin goes, which it does. Okay, but it doesn't go, so we're good. Tex hasn't been to Blue Book case yet, I'm pretty sure, so I'm still not really worried, because is this a Purloin? No. Okay, White Dress is now going to statues. So, this is a hard shot. I really want to shoot here, but I don't know if she has flirt, and I don't think she does. But she goes to do a second cycle, which is weird for White Dress. I could just be losing here. Okay, no bug. Okay, so she's not done. Otherwise, I would have lost. So it goes to Seek because the list just got taken by Irish. Seek rejects. White Dress instantly talks too, but that does not seem very spy-like at all. So I'm not suspicious. Okay, I'm gonna low light her because I don't think that she's a spy. There's no way, right? Okay, and I think Tex. No. Okay. Okay. The ambassador is stuck there at the moment. Is this actually? Yeah, there's no pearl to be taken there. Okay, Kane. Oh, it's Irish. What did I miss? Oh, I missed a bug. All right, let's see. Where is the bug? Let's see. Where is this bug here? Wow. Okay, so what was I watching here? Okay, so I was hiding for statues. I'm so proud. Yeah, that was really, really strong. So it looks like so typically if an AI stops reading, it means it's a hard tell and it's obviously the spy, right? But what I failed to recognize is I didn't see it. And so I wasn't really looking at it. And she's at such a perfect spot in the middle of high rise where like I can't even see if she's gonna take a reverse drive by bug either. And Hyper knows this, so he went for this in a very nice spot and very, very well played. And one might wonder if this was some sort of pre-prepared tech that he just decided to unleash on me and demolish me with. Um, so very nice play, and I will have to add that to my sort of my registry of tricks that you can use. But man, wow, what a nice play! I'm very excited by that, and it makes a lot of sense too. I was not expecting to see that mission wins were completed at all there. Okay, so I don't know if he saw, I don't know if he saw the Perlin go over to me at all. If he did, it's fine. But you can't not take a Purloin if you get a spawn like that, so... Okay, we're gonna put down the briefcase there so he doesn't see that we did the briefcase. Take this free bug here. And the reason why this bug is not suspicious at all is because... Okay, I got a highlight though for it, and that's fine. And that's okay. It's a correct highlight, so I'm not worried about it. But he missed the fingerprint. I don't think he has the fingerprint, and if I'm at all a suspect for the Purloin, he's not showing it because I'm not even being watched right now. So, in essence, all I need to do for this game, the only things I have left to do is one fingerprint and then one contact, and that's it. And I have 3.5 minutes to get one more fingerprint, so I'm not at all worried. So we're gonna go next to wheels here. So we take the AI like looking path. We're next to Kane. We talk. So we hit a green flirt. So now we can sit here for another 45 seconds. It will if I hit the next green test, it'll be 2:30 left on the clock, and I can just need to find one fingerprint and one contact, which shouldn't be too difficult, assuming that the DA actually comes into a conversation. So right now I gotta watch where Ambassador goes, and wherever he goes, that's what's gonna determine my plan of action here. But he's coming into conversation, it seems, so we don't need to move. We're just gonna stay here. It's hard to know what he thinks right now. He's watching Ambassador pretty hard, so I don't know if he's really watching Buns or White Dress, or if he was watching me. Maybe Buns? It looks like his laser was just on Buns for a little bit. Okay, perfect. So he goes to Green Bookcase now. And there is a spot next to Kane. So automatically my brain is like, I need to go over there right now. So all I need to do right now is as soon as he puts it back, go back into green. And let's hope that he's not on top of this. Doesn't seem like he is. Even if he is on top of this, I shouldn't have any other print credit. So I don't know how he feels about this. Okay, we're going to put it back after this hand turn. And we're going to go back, join Kane. We still have a whole 2 minutes left. I'm not really being watched right now. Red Dress has center inspects. So I have to be at least a little bit of a suspicion here. Or so I don't know who's suspicious here because he hasn't taken a shot yet. And so what makes me think of that he's not too on to me right now is because the laser hasn't really been on me that much. Okay, we're going to go back to green books here and finish flirting with Kane. We have no choice. I was just at green bookcase, so this isn't suspicious at all. There's no reason to really be that suspicious of me. Okay, and now the double agent is taking a book, which scares me a lot. So we need to put this back. And I don't know if I'm being watched here. So I need to think of a I need to think of a plan here. So if the DA doesn't go into conversation right now, I'm gonna need to go take a book or go to a statue and swap. I need to do something. So let's see where the double agent goes. If the double agent goes into conversation, that's going to determine what I'm going to do. So he does. So we're going to go there. And I need to swap, but I'm going to go to a sort of quiet place on the pillar. And I can wait a little bit. I don't have to do it right now. There's a lot of activity at the party. He's shaking his leader. He doesn't know. So I need to take this contact, and I don't know if I'm going to survive it, but I have to take it. He's shaking his leader. He does not know. We're going to contact here.
Banana bread.
Okay, this is it. Mission win. 15 seconds. I don't think he knows it. Okay, but he's watching. He probably knows he needs to shoot here, but he doesn't know who. And luckily we get away with it. And I was a highlight, so it probably was pretty hard, but I think maybe Buns got credit for a bug. So let's see what he was watching here at the end. Yeah, this Buns conversation, Duke. So there was 3 highlights in that conversation. So we got really lucky during this BB timing but there's no BB there. So if he looked into who had real BB and who was a highlight, I was the only one, I think. So I could have easily got shot there, but I think not being obvious about fingerprints and not being obvious with this purloin, I kind of saved me. So because I only got suspicion after this bug, which man, to his credit, he actually highlighted me for this. So this is a very like strong highlight, very high level, because I know the bug is possible there, but he didn't see it. But I mean, that was kind of a beautiful looking game. I think I'm pretty proud of how I played that spy game. Just to kind of cover our tracks, or just kind of cover it over a little bit and analyze it. I mean, the purloin was pretty like. I mean, the purloin was perfect. I mean, he had to go to the other side of the venue to look at where Ambassador was. So there's no shot that I get credited for that purloin unless he somehow managed to see me and register me there. And then we hit a briefcase fingerprint behind the pillar. So not suspicious for me there. I need to highlight Alice. And then, in addition to all that, we sort of sneaked a highlight from the bookcase, which is pretty lethal, and most people don't notice. Irish has I have to credit Redress for a bug too. Okay, Irish and Redress, I think, are in this purloin chain. Okay, he's saying no. I wonder what happened. Okay, we could low light you. I'm confused. Did he? Yep, he green swapped. I, oh, and purloin actually goes. So it is. Oh, yeah. So the reason why he said no is because he accidentally hit a green test on the statues, and in his mind, I think he thought that I missed him purloin. Because if you watch the laser while he's before he's take this purloin, so watch this. So the laser's not looking at him, but the second that he does it, and I see him walking away from Toby, which means that I kind of just credit him for this purloin anyway. So and I think at that point I had 3 people in my chain, but I did have him in it. So even if Perlin goes off, it's going to be down to like 3 or 4 people. And the reason why he said no is because he accidentally green swapped when he instead wanted just to have center inspects. But that's an interesting question. I don't know if he stood behind the pillar and just stayed behind the pillar if I would have saw it, but definitely a nice little attempt. And he knows like he's really good at like performing these. Like I would consider him sort of like a newer to like intermediate, like level player, and he's doing a lot of plays that like are challenging. Like if a good sniper is not careful, like he has some venom in his spy games, but yeah, just a minor mistake there. Just a little minor mistake there doing a green swap, but yeah. So I don't know. That's a hard one to say. I don't
Because I
know
really
if I
wanted
would.
to.
Oh look, and Buns. Okay, let's try. Let's try that again. That's so funny. All right. Oh, we need to do a microphone cheese here. So if you spawn right next to the books on Moderne, you're obligated to do that. So my spawn most of the time, like the decisions that I make on the spy side are really gonna be heavily influenced by where I spawn. So okay, and I'm gonna go bug here too. And it doesn't even take. That is tragic. But it was not seen, thankfully. this this these spy games for me have been so incredibly scuffed. Not the library one, but maybe like every other one. All right, we're just gonna pick up the briefcase here and go return it. But we don't need to do that. Oh my gosh, I just talked with the briefcase, so I hope he didn't see that. I'm dead if he saw that. Oh, that was such a late stop. I'm dead. I'm probably just dead. That stop was really late. I wasn't paying attention. Okay. Looks like Buns is still going into this conversation. Perfect. This looks like a good time to fake BB. Yeah, I'm gonna fake.
Banana bread.
There's only like 3 Lolits or so. No reason not to. It's hard to say how suspicious I am because that briefcase return was like garbage. And he might just be waiting for me to do something else. Maybe I might get bailed just based on the fact that I did microfilm, or based on the fact that yeah, based on the fact that I already did microfilm and cheesed it. So if I'm not suspicious for that, then I should be okay. We're gonna go finish up our flirt here, as long as Duke doesn't take our spot, which he doesn't. Ah, but I don't hit the flirt. There really isn't much to comment on right now. I'm just kind of waiting for Ambassador to put down another fingerprint. If he doesn't put down another fingerprint, I'm gonna have no choice but to go to the bar. After I do this next flirt, I'm gonna go contact the DA, and it should be fine. Okay, hurry up and do this. All right, now I need to go contact. Okay, he should be at an angle where like he knows I don't have the bug there.
Banana bread.
Okay, I'm pushing him out too. All right, now is the moment of truth. So if I return, I could very well die for this. I think he wants to really badly, but he's not doing it. Yeah, he doesn't know. Okay, but I got away with it. Oh my gosh. Yeah. I knew it. I knew for a fact he was contemplating shooting me here, but he didn't. I knew it. Yeah. I probably got away with murder there. I think the only reason he doesn't shoot me there is because microfilm got past him, so very very fortunate that that got past him, so lucky me. Okay. Moderne is a venue where I can use a lot of pathing stuff on, so I'm probably going to if I need to. So Hydra, Hydra, Hydra. Okay, so 3 Hydras, perfect. Okay, watching time out here. Okay, Red Dress has a nice reject. Disney also has a nice path. Hopefully he's not in AI control, because that would be tragic. Okay, sorry puts away pretty cool. Maybe not. Okay, Bun steal can. Queen's Path was a little weird there, but it's fine. Not like completely suspicious of it. Okay, good path by General. Not enough to loyal item, I don't think, because Hyper probably knows that path, but okay. Irish goes to blue books, so I gotta watch out for that. I know Rockers has a green book right now. Okay, Kane finally takes a drink. Yeah, so I try to do this a lot. I try to do this a lot, and so a lot of times at bar venues, you can kind of have nice bugs by bugging like into the ambassador's body there, into like the ambassador's body, but sometimes it doesn't work out, and I think that that was just one of them. So the spy is Salmon. Unfortunately, he bugged, and I saw it, so he's dead. Just waiting for him to land, and then this is conversation. I did. Oh, you said what a bad game. Was that not? Was that the only thing you did, or normally people say that they did something else? Oh, I actually. Oh, okay, yeah. I compl- I didn't see this. I didn't see this, but he's nowhere near the ambassador, so there's no point in watching it past that point. So missed that, but got the second one at least, so we're good. Okay, Pub 307 now. We're gonna play Smallman on this venue. I think I could do some weird things with Smallman. But yeah, I'm gonna keep putting pressure on him. That's just like the way that I like to play. I like to do early things. Surely I'm dead for this, right? Yeah. So I was hoping because I'm so small that maybe that wasn't gonna be seen, but I'm sure that was probably the most like obvious bug in existence. So I'm not gonna even watch the replay on it. All right, Puff. Watching early time ads. Red Dress maybe goes for time ad here, but she doesn't. Wheels watch checks. Oh, and so does Red Dress. So we have two watch checks. Okay, there is. Okay, wait. So there is a time ad. So we have it done to two people. I actually think it's Wheels too. Red Dress's path looks really good, so I think we may have already found the spy. Oh my gosh, I'm trying to highlight. There we go. Yeah. So we're gonna watch Wheels' path out of bar, and watching paths out of bar in pub is just kind of broken because they're like I would say with like 90% certainty I can always Lolit whoever I see walking out. Like I would Lolit him if I didn't already. Let's see his path though. Yeah, I don't know. It looks a little ugly because he went a little tight to the feet. So while like this was sort of pretty good, I think he went a little bit too like narrow right here. But we still have time because he only has a delegate. There's no mission progress that he has. So if we see somebody take the list, we know it's him. Okay, and so this shot was what we call a no talk, and this is when yeah, this is when AI, or this is when you're in a conversation, when you see a conversation that isn't talking for a little bit. AI, there's always at some point going to be someone talking, maybe except for like a few weird like sip things. Yeah. So okay, before I go into that, basically before I go into the no talk, so how I got that shot. So we caught the time match, so I had down to two people, Wheels and Red Dress. Okay. Yeah, so going over how I caught him, like I said, there's no need to take a shot once you already have it down to like a few people, so you can wait for like, undeniable evidence that, he was in fact the spy. Yeah, yeah, my advice there is just because I can't really like explain like how I know. It's just when I've seen somebody pass at a bar, but like I've noticed like some spies tend to go really tight right there, so they know the general like path out of bar, but like that little spot where they actually turn in the wrong spot. They always turn too soon, where you want to turn just like a little bit later. Very common mistake. But anyway, yeah, a no talk is when you, as the sniper, see a conversation where no one is talking for a little while. And by little while, I mean like probably like 3, 4 seconds is when I'm like, yeah, that's a no talk. And I saw in the conversation that Sorry and Wheels both weren't talking, and so automatically thought to myself, yep, one of them has to be the spy. Well, Sorry's low lit, so the only person left to be the spy is Wheels. So I shot Wheels there, had undeniable evidence that it's not Red Dress, that it is in fact Wheels, and so I shot. So that was that game. But the path out of bar wasn't so egregiously bad that like I needed to shoot it. So I was able to still just keep waiting and bide my time because I knew for a fact he had no mission count. But the crux of that game just relied on the time mat. I mean, if I saw the time mat, it's already down to two people. Chances are I take the first shot on whoever finishes missions, and then I win. So it's not like, oh, that's unfortunate. But yeah, I take the first shot onto whoever just finishes missions there, out of Red Dress or Wheels. I don't even need to use any pathing or etiquette or anything like that to win. Just was lucky that I was able to. Okay, I'm gonna go swap this B statue over here. Also gonna finish Flirt while I'm at it. Okay, we're still gonna inspect though, just in case. If the DA joins the ambassador conversation, we have a finish. Is he gonna go for the briefcase? I think he is. Yeah, that's annoying. It's annoying, but no one got called to our statue yet, so we're still okay. Okay, now General does. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna go next to the ambassador. Or I'm gonna go in a spot where ambassador might have to walk past me. Okay, so you saw the swap. I might be dead for this, or it's general. But it's down to 50-50 now if he knows who was at that statue. And hopefully we can get a bug while Ambassador's walking by. He's low-lighting the other guests. So I think it is between me and General. General's on this side. Well, yeah, Ambassador didn't go that way, but which is okay. So we have two options now. We could just kind of play it cool. But the option that I always like is to put pressure on the sniper. This is probably our best option. I'm going to go inspect at the green bookcase and finish my statue mission. And if he's not on top of this, then I win. If he is, I get shot, but wouldn't be surprising. And we actually get a difficult fingerprint. So this, no, but I'm shot. Yeah. So he was on top of it, which I kind of figured. So yeah, down to two people. Yeah, not surprised. Um, so, but what I was gonna say is that if he wasn't on top of that, I actually had an interesting option to finish the game silent, which means that I don't have to, banana bread. Well, actually, I don't have the option anymore because I'm dead. But it looked like a nice option after I hit it. But nice shot from Hyper, very on top of things. You like to see it. Yeah, so that I was gonna say I would take that as a compliment, but I realize it's like a weird phrase to use. It's funny. Yeah, I figured after I saw the laser like kind of look like it was low lighting Duke that it was down to two people. But it makes perfect sense. I mean, if you think your opponent has a really high green rate and there's no reason for them to white test to swap, then it makes sense that I'm just gonna die. I could have maybe white tested it and it actually would have worked out better for me, but who knows? All right, so we have Dove, Scream, watching Time Mad here. No Time Mad. Okay, yeah, Dove, Scream, and then Nest. And then it looks like Bling Twin and Buns are the two people at bar. We're gonna highlight the first inspect, or we're gonna highlight the first statue goer or fingerprinter. My bad. Okay, red dress is that red books. So is queen. I like my spot right now. I feel like I can see everything, so we're all good. Queen's path will spy like. Okay, Teal's taking a drink. Plain Twin does not have inspect, so don't be fooled. Okay, Teal rejects. I wasn't watching Irish, so I might have to credit her for a microfilm. There's a lot of people in that conversation right now. I'm expecting a banana bread here.
Banana bread.
There we go. And Teal looks like she kind of like sprinted away. Could have been a bug from White Dress, I'm not sure though. I should have been watching Teal a little bit, but okay, White Dress takes a drink. She'll have a delegate for the rest of the game. And no other delegate got taken, so it's probably just White Dress right now. I hate it. I hate it. So Plain Twin, I don't know if he has a second fingerprint, which is why this shot's so hard for me. I really want to shoot him, but yeah, he had a second fingerprint. Where was it though? I know he had the first one. Yeah, so where was it? Oh, I just completely missed that briefcase return. Oops. Maybe I didn't. Maybe I probably saw it in game, but it just didn't even register to me that that could have been a print. Because yeah, I saw he was going to his third statue, and I'm like, that's already very weird. It seems very spy-like to do, but I'm like, I don't think he has another print, so I didn't really want to shoot. But yeah, nice game. Nice game from Hyper. Oh yeah, and he hit the difficult too. Yeah, very clutch. Okay, so three venues left: Tayan, Terrace, and Veranda. We're gonna play Sorry because she has really good standing bugs. My goat. All right, so we got Tayan. Always gonna look for a bug early on. Yeah, I wasn't I wasn't anywhere near for that to take. Okay, Ambassador left a print on the center inspect, so we're gonna watch that. I'm gonna go a little bit closer to the center of the circle here because if I do, there's a better chance that if he goes next to Irish and James Bond, that I could actually bug him. So, but of course,
Banana bread.
it's hard to say if I'm sus at all right now. Because I've taken 3 bug attempts, and I don't know if any of these are like ones that he's seen. So, but we're gonna go green books because there should be a fingerprint here, and there is. And if I flirt with general and then I walk over to center inspects over there, I should be able to win. Now ambassador goes there, so that's kind of annoying. I don't want any heat at the moment. Okay, so we're gonna go center inspects. I wish I had flirt done right now, but it's fine. Oh, it's a difficult. Okay, but I hit it. Nice. Okay, I need to hit another green test here. Okay, hit the green. Ah, no. Okay, I just broke animation. Hopefully you didn't see it. But I'm not dead, so I'm gonna kind of hide back here. Ambassador moves, which is what I wanted to see. So now I can go next to General, and I'm not suspicious because he knows that I don't have a bug. And now it's just about waiting for the right time to talk, which is right now. And I should be fine. I don't think I should get shot for this. If I get shot for this, Hyper's just a god, but I don't think that I am. Nice. Okay. Yep, he didn't have the fingerprint, which is cool. I also hit a difficult print, which was much needed. If I didn't hit that difficult print, things could have got very dicey because if I take a briefcase, it looks very suspicious. So very glad about that. Yeah. So yeah, he actually did have the print on the statue, which is nice. But I got lucky that, I finished my flirt just in time, so. I'm assuming that means he also had book print too. Oh no, okay. Yeah, book prints are very like lethal. I feel like book prints are super, super strong, always. Okay, I actually just realized I have to go now. I have to go now, so I will be back, but thanks for watching, and I will see you guys next time.